What is up, everyone? It is Ryan. We got another video for the NBA on Sunday. We're having a great streak. We're on a streak, although last night was not our best night ever. It was a more really unlucky night. Both plays that I dropped were very good reads, but obviously not every play can go your way. So I want to get right into this one. The games are a little bit earlier today, so I don't want to take too much of your time. I just need about a minute before we get into the plays to go over everything. So last video, hit this Paul George one with ease. He was at 11 or 10 at halftime, somewhere close, dropped 26. Very solid stuff from Paul George there. And Colin Gillespie, if you see the stat line, you'd be like, just a bad read all around. No, not really. Had 7 assists, right? 0 points, 0 for 8 3-point shooting, 27 minutes played, plus 15 plus minus in a 25-point game. So, you look at that, you'd be a little shocked. Taking 8 3-pointers a game, you would think the dude could hit 9 or 3 out of the 9 at 33%. Maybe 4 of the 8 or somewhere around there. 4 of the 8, 50%. 3 of the 8, whatever. Would have cashed us pretty easily. Didn't attempt a single 2. Got 0 free throws. Just pretty embarrassing stuff from, honestly, the dude is chasing the Suns season franchise record for 3-pointers made. He was 7 away. So he's got a couple more games to do that. I would be willing to bet money that this dude starts to go off. Next game, he probably hits the record alone. So pretty unlucky, but it's whatever. You guys know we move. So although we missed those, we had a good night in the VIP. Cash this, and cash this. All the plays that we missed yesterday were by 0.5. It was a really unlucky day. We missed our free pick. We missed this Will Warren one by 0.5. He ended with 3. He played a very solid game. Just pitch count got pretty high for the first couple innings, so he got pulled early and was going 0-2 every single time and just letting up a ground out or pop out or somehow just letting up a hit. So, obviously unlucky, but we're bouncing back today. We got this free play in the Discord, so if you guys want to join, it's free in the bio. You'll be able to get in the VIP as well. There's a 50% off link, and a free link. So if you guys want to get in there, I highly recommend it. The links are in the bio, and let's get right into this video. To start us off, we're going the Sengun one. We got him over 31.5 PRA. He's gone over in 6 of his last 10 games. Obviously, could be 8 of his last 10. Just very close off. And you can look here, obviously the minutes dropped down in the games that he's missed. So not too worried about that. Getting about 25 potential assists plus rebounds per game. And you can see here the Pelicans are literally last in the NBA in points, rebounds, and assists allowed to centers. So I think he will be able to have a very good game here. You can see here he's gone over this in 4 of his last 5 games versus bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed, averaging 45. So I'm going to pull that up here. Even though we have him at 31.5, there's the stat there. Very high line, but the 31.5 seems very realistic. On the season, 66%, 42 of 64. And the matchup is just way too easy. And honestly, the game won't be a blowout. It's a 5-point spread versus the Pelicans. So you can look here. 5 games where he's playing about 5, or games where the spread is 5.5. He's hit this in 21 of 28, playing about 33 minutes per game. So when you put it, we put his average at 33 minutes per game. In games that they put it at 30, in games where they're favored to win. 25 of 33, games where they win. Yeah, 25 of 33, missed by 2. All very close. Some of them are not obviously that close, but those are against very tough matchups. Suns, Pistons, Hornets, Magic, and then he just barely missed against the Grizzlies, but not too worried about it. Very solid stuff from Sengun. 3 of his last 4 when he plays with those. So I believe that's how the game will go. It looks very solid. Plays 30 minutes plus. This should be green with ease. The game script goes how it goes. I believe that is a very good line, and there's also a lot of value with it. It's a 1.5x, I believe, maybe 1.4, but we got this play to a 2x, so it's very solid stuff, exactly what we're looking for. And before I say my final play, guys, you guys need to make sure you're locking these in on chalkboard with me. That's how you get these lines. I know the lines change. I take these plays really early and then make the video on them. So the lines will change. Don't worry. They'll come back out. If you have to wait longer, if you have to lose a little bit of value, if you have to take it with like a point higher, it shouldn't affect that much. I take plays that I'm confident in. So chalkboard give you $100 when you sign up with code FFMI. You send me a screenshot of you using code FFMI. You'll get a month of the VIP completely free. So highly recommend you guys do that. You guys can be cashing out. Although we don't hit the free picks, we cash out in the VIP every single day. So not a problem there. Hopefully we get back for these free plays from yesterday. And for our last play, we have Jamal Murray over 27.5 points plus assists. He could have easily hit this in 8 of his last 10. Missed by 0.5 against the Suns. And then obviously not a good game. Not a good game in these two. Not very Jamal Murray-like. He's hit this in 50 of 70 on the season, averaging about 33 per game. Head-to-head, he's hit this in 2 of his last 4. Not too worried. He's 1 of 2 on this season, or 2 of 3 on this season, actually. So looking very good. The Warriors are last in the NBA in points allowed to point guards, and it's a decent assist matchup for the Warriors. But I do like this play a lot. I think he has the ability to hit this with points alone. 13 of his last 20, missed 2 by 0.5. Could easily be 15 of his last 20. So last 10, 7 of last 10, 4 of last 5, missed up by 0.5. We look at the season, on his minutes on the season, averaging about 35 minutes per game. It is a 12.5 point spread, so you put the filter on. 12 of 17 when they actually hit the spread. You look at his minutes in those games, it's around 30, so we'll put that average at 30 minutes for games on the season. And then you guys will see this here. We'll put it right at 30. 31 of 37. The minutes are the most important part of these plays that I take. Plays look really good when they play the minutes. I'm able to read it pretty well, so very solid stuff. And for the three-pointers made, I believe I looked at this earlier. I looked at this last night, actually. The Warriors are very not so good at point guards, guarding the 3 from point guards. You could also take his 2.5 three-pointers made, but I think the points plus assists are better. His ability to get to the rim and the middies are very valuable. It's not that hard to blanket the three-pointer, but I really like this play a ton. So that's what we're taking. Very solid stuff here. 2 plays for the NBA on Sunday. I'll be posting this in the Discord. The MLB is already posted. 1.96x. Not much more that we're looking for here. So I believe that this will be our play that we get back on. Make sure you like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Peace out.